Wait a minute, how you live it? 10 toes in when we standing on business.
Whoa, yeah, let's go. What was that? Uh-oh. Is that a good one?
Go Scotty.
Come on, baby. Come on. Welcome to the MLO Morning Show. Did I miss my calling? Should I have a radio show? Come on, man.
You do. What are you talking about?
Dude, come on,
you
man.
do.
Come on. Let's go.
Welcome
Dion's
to it.
like Dion Bass in the house. Rip it and grip it, baby. Ask the underwriters in the house. We gotta play it safe today. I think I got in trouble last week. Got my hand slapped.
Oh no.
She's
Mikey C, you got a referee jersey on today, man.
You already know.
She said, Mikey, what's up, buddy?
Good morning, fam.
How you doing, bud?
Never been better, man. How are
I
you?
know. Same old, man. So nice to see you, bro. Thanks for joining us. I know you're doing exactly what we're showing, so I just wanted to bring you on and have you talk about the success you're having and maybe touch on Meetup a little bit. But I don't know if that has a part in it at all, but, well, let's do it, brother. Let's do it. You ready?
Let's rock and roll. Yeah.
Are
we live right now?
We are live, man. We are live. Let's go.
Morning, everybody.
I need for Deanne, for Dion, the next time she comes on, I need that buzzer where they meet you out, like, you know, and the movies, the Grammy, yeah. There you go. Welcome everybody. Welcome to Monday, MLO live show, morning show, whatever you want to call it. We're all here, and I'm excited to be here. I'm going to cover. A lot of people have asked about starting your own podcast and like what that looks like and the tools that we use. And Devin's a monster on it. Mike's been crushing it, and just started releasing some stuff, right, Mike?
That's right, man. Just do it.
Let's go. All right. So, anybody have any did their teams win this weekend? Did anybody's teams win this weekend? Because man, I just had a bad weekend. I had a really bad weekend. So that was a bummer. Detroit, Kansas, done. Like losing records.
Yeah,
so.
Rick's team.
Rick's team was good.
Yeah, we squeaked by.
All right, cool. Christy's in the house. There's Kim. What's up, Kim?
Kim Mason in the house. Let's go.
All right.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning. How you feeling,
Good
darling?
to see you back on your feet.
Thank you. Good to be back.
Cool. All right, so I'm just gonna kind of roll through this so Mike and I can kind of walk through this. And Devin, please chime in here because you're like, and guys, don't miss tomorrow's class. He was telling me, like, can we give a little sneak peek? Like, hey, Devin, what's the title? What's the title, Devin?
What we say? How to build your weekly marketing
with a bot, like how to
bot for Canva, right?
Canva.
So basically, what we're going to cover is building a bot. So we're going to build a bot live that you can take away with. So whoever is the pick, right? Whoever decides to be the guinea pig, so to speak, right? We're going to build you a bot, and everybody gets to watch how to do it.
So you guys were, if you were part of his last Canva class, you guys, I was like blown away. So he had to say it like 3 times more. So what are you doing, Devin? Using a bot? I'm like, okay, all right. Like I don't even know what that means.
What's up, Jerry? What you trying to ask, man?
All right.
Good morning.
Morning.
All right, guys, let me open this up. Let me get started, get this Zoom thing out of the way. So podcast, I'm just going to go through this really quick. I don't want to spend a ton of time on this, but I think we can go deeper. If you guys want to get with me, I'll put my calendar in there and we can have a one-on-one to kind of talk about it. But I wanted to talk about podcast. We got a lot of people coming this morning. So I don't need a new slide. I wanted to go home. I just want to do this slideshow from the beginning. So I'm just going to talk about podcasts really quick. So I got these modules inside of our coaching, but why podcasting and live shows are a game changer. Mike, I want you to touch on this because this truly, I believe, is the number one way to start building relationships without a call to action, but give them something of value, law of reciprocity that I talk about all the time. And so, Mike, how many no's are you getting when you call people to be on your show? Tell us a little bit about your show and what you're doing. I know you just started releasing some stuff, but you've been doing it for what, 5 weeks, 6 weeks?
Yeah, I've been actively prospecting through podcasting for the last probably 6 or 7 weeks. I really got the idea from Devin and Nate Carver that's on our team. You know, they both have done a way better job deploying this than I have. So I jumped on the bandwagon and got started not long ago. But man, podcasting has been huge for me since I got started. I've tried quite a few different things to prospect, namely like realtor appointments through cold calls, through social media, through emails. Some things worked a little bit better than others, but like far and wide, the success ratio is tremendously more positive when I reach out to interview people for my podcast to potentially collaborate on content. So in terms of no's, man, I would say it's almost 50-50,
Okay.
you know, compared to maybe like 10% of people being open to meeting. I'd say about half the people that I reach out to, if not maybe like 60%, are leaning more towards, yeah, that sounds great, man. Let's set up a quick call to talk about it.
Wow, that's awesome, dude. So so you're calling and you're, instead of asking anything but, you're just saying, hey, man, I'd love to have you on my show.
More or less, you know, instead of saying, hey, I think you're doing great and I've heard awesome things about you, let's meet for coffee, I'm saying, hey, I love what you're putting out. I've been following you for a few weeks now. I'd love to potentially interview you on my show to highlight your business. I think that you could bring a lot of value to my audience.
There you
Something
go. Cool.
short and sweet like that. So kind of piggybacking off of the traditional scripts, but throwing in a modern twist by offering to collaborate on content.
Beautiful, beautiful. Here's the big thing about this, man, is you can go target. Do top producers like to be showboated, or do they not like to be showboated?
Yes.
They both. Right?
I've done at least 200 episodes, man, and we've had agents on there from East Coast to West Coast that are top of the market in their areas, and they absolutely love to be on there and talk about their success. And people love to hear it too, because a lot of the times you're taking along a journey, right? Like what people always fear is, well, this agent's killing it, right? But what about when they weren't? Like telling that part of the story, like how they got to where they are today. So yes, they 100%. They love to be on the show, and they love to collaborate.
I love it, dude. And I know you're Devin. I would love for you to touch on your call. I know I'm like all over the place here, but I love the call to action at the end that you have, Devin. So you give them, like, you showcase them, you record them, and then all of a sudden at the end you're like, boom.
Yeah, I mean, we do a couple different things. In fact, it's kind of funny because I've got some folks on here that have either been on mine or were part of mine, or helped build mine, right? And at the end of the day, you know, we broke it down into a couple different segments. So just like Mike, we started by the ask, right? Hey, we'd love to feature on the show and collaborate with you. But then we set up a pre-podcast, and the reason we did that is to start kind of have touch points, right? So when you're starting to build a relationship with somebody, the more you can get in front of them, the more reasons that you have to do that, the better. So the first touch point is the pre-podcast, right? Hey, I'd love to talk about being on the podcast. And then it's, hey, let's have that conversation. So then we bring them to that call. And for mine, Mike, I don't know how you're doing it, but for mine, I've got, you know, my office manager on there, the one officer who's featuring the guest on there. And we basically talk about what it would be like to be on the show, what we're going to do, and how we're going to highlight them, and how we're going to give them clips that they can go back and retarget. And with mine, we actually do a live stream. So now we're actually talking about how we can go live with them right then and there, just like you do, Scotty.
Boom! Right here, we're live right now on StreamYard.
We're live right now, exactly. And they love that, right? Because Gretchen, I think, is on here, and we had one of her guests on last week, and he got done. He's like, "This was great." He's like, as you already know, I'm thinking about doing this with my group. He's got 45 agents that work underneath him. And would you be open to sharing with them how to do this? Duh.
Hello. Nah, I mean, 40.
We'd love to.
I cut it at 40. So, man, sorry, man. Too big for me. All right.
Yeah. And then, by the way, at the end of that podcast, Gretchen, are you able to talk? She's on here, but I don't.
Gotta be ready, man. Gotta be ready.
He gave her a lead.
Wow.
He gave her a lead.
Right there on the call.
He gave her a lead at the end of the podcast. Exactly.
I had the same thing actually just happen. It was 2 weeks ago. Similar to what Devin's saying, I reached out to an agent. We did the pre-podcast interview. That went awesome. Like, we totally hit it off. I find on those calls, agents are a bit more willing to go deeper than just the general networking coffee, like, because they're being potentially interviewed to be on a show, right?
Yeah.
I'm getting a lot more people that are really like taking me through their story and opening up about who they are on that initial pre-podcast. So then we did the interview. At the end, I asked for the dude, you're awesome. If I could be of any value to you, I have an awesome mortgage team. Keep me in mind, you know. he gave us a referral right there
Right
and
there.
then on the spot. I know my loan partner's on this call right now. We took that lead that same day that we recorded that podcast and started working them through that process.
Wow.
So it can happen.
Cool.
I mean, obviously that's like not average, but I mean,
Yeah.
it can happen for sure, right? Which is
Yeah.
cool to see Gretchen do
Well,
that
part
too.
of it's about asking too, right, Mike? You know, so at the end, you had a call to action. Hey, what can I do for you? Not, hey, can we do business with each other? You know, we've done that one too, and it does work, right? But at the end of the day, hey, what can we do for you? You know, and it's funny because you just did something for them, right? Like you did a podcast with them and you featured them and you went live and you showcased them, and then you're giving them all kinds of edited work. And that's really just CapCut, right? Like, or I'm sorry, Opus. You're just going into Opus and giving them
I got a demo of that
clips.
today. Yep.
Yeah, that you can turn around and hand back over to them. And then what does that do, Mike? When you go back to give them the next stuff, the footage, that's another touch point. It's another reason to follow back up with them.
That's awesome, man.
But Devin, we kind of skipped over something real quick that Mikey said. He said that he got them to open up and start telling those stories. And if you remember a few weeks ago, we talked about you have to develop your why story so that you can get them to generate their why story. You get somebody to tell their why and you get it on tape like that,
huge.
You become loyal partners.
Yeah. Quick.
Well, we have a great question for that, right? Like, Mike, I don't know what you do with yours, but Mike, we'll just do it real quick, right? So, Mike, man, I got to ask you a question, brother. Like, I really enjoyed getting a chance to get to know you, and you know, I know a little bit about you, man. But if I went back to when you were just getting started in this industry and you were trying to really make a spin on things, right? And this thing happened. It could have been a customer you helped or just a situation you were in, and it just changed you. And you were like, man, this is it. Like, this is the industry I want to be in. Like, I want to be in this. What was that moment for you, Mike?
You know, for me, that moment might be a little different than most. I kind of grew up in this industry where my dad was a top 1% realtor for a number of years, had several offices. My mom's been a mortgage broker for over 20 years now. So I'd say for me, it was being in dad's office growing up. He'd take me out on sales meetings. You know, I was always by his side and I always really admired and looked up to my dad. He's still today one of my greatest mentors and role models, and you know, always wanted to be more like him. So for me, I'd say it's from being maybe a little 8, 9, 10-year-old boy tagging along with dad. And I didn't know I wanted to be in mortgages, but I knew I wanted to be like him at that moment. And I think that kind of transpired and snowballed into the rest of my career and, you know, life.
That's amazing, man. Like I felt that. I feel like I'm there.
All right. And that wasn't even prepared, you know, so it's cool being asked that question because I could see that. I've been really impressed about how deep and open people have gotten on that first call because you have to think this isn't my only method of prospecting. Like at our company, we have callers that book a handful of appointments for me every single week. I make cold calls and reach out to people in other ways, right? It's not my only sole prospecting method. So for me, over the last 6 weeks of doing this, I've been just so impressed about how open and real and raw these conversations have gotten. And what I think that is, Devin, is that often one of the first questions I ask somebody kind of to break the ice on these calls is, hey, man, I'm pumped to chat about this. Have you ever been on a podcast before? 9 out of 10 people take a moment and they go, no, I haven't. I'm a little nervous, or no, I haven't. I'm a little excited. And next thing you know, as I ask those questions like Devin just did, they just start spilling out their guts, right? And it's such a cool, like, it's cool to be the guy or gal that, like Gary Vaynerchuk calls it the high school party effect. If you can host the show, you host the party, you host the event, you host the mastermind, you're like the coolest guy in the world, right? And people will just open up much differently than they typically do when we're trying to prospect or sell them.
Well, and that goes back to what we talk about, right, guys? Like, what are we trying to build?
Relationships, man.
Relationships.
Yeah, going back.
Yeah, if you lead with the wallet first, you know, they feel it, man. They pull back.
Clarifying your goals.
You lead with the heart.
Yeah. Clarifying your goals. Like it's not necessarily to put yourself out there. It's to put yourself with other people. I want to be very clear about this. So when people start seeing you hanging out with other top producers, guess who else wants to be part of that lunch or that party, right? When you're the host, when you're the show. So episode formats I use Zoom. Mike, you use something different. You use what do you use? I use StreamYard.
I use Riverside. I know. So I got Riverside from Devin, and I know that you guys are both big fans of StreamYard and going live. Guys, I started using Riverside, and I am blown away I am literally blown away about what this tool can do. It's like $30 a month. I started on a 14-day free trial. It's $30 a month. And this thing will record super high quality recordings, way better than Zoom. Kind of like Opus, you click this button that says Magic Clips, and it will chop it up into like 20 different viral reels for you in different lengths that you can choose. Like, it is just the sickest, easiest, coolest tool I've used in quite some time, and has changed how easy and fast I've been able to start doing these podcasts. So for me, Riverside has been a game changer.
Well,
Although I
they're
know
saying you
guys
can
stuff.
actually live stream from Riverside now too. I have not tested that because
Oh,
I switched
cool.
over to StreamYard.
Yeah.
But they did say that because they were trying to get me back. They're like, "Where'd you go?
Come on back, daddy.
Where'd you go, man?"
So
yeah,
so
Riverside. I can't speak highly enough about it because the other thing a lot of people don't realize when you're doing a Zoom recording is you can have stabilization issues and it can come across not so great, maybe grainy in texture. Whereas with Riverside, if you're not doing the live stream, it's recording on their end, and then at the end of the recording, it uploads to the data, like to the cloud. So the quality of the recording is actually really, really, really good. And you can also kind of work with the audio too while you're going. So I used Riverside for probably almost 2 years, and it is a great platform, Mike.
So I was just showing. I actually, Dion, I uploaded our show from last week, and just before this class, I literally did it a quarter after the hour before, and it spit out, I don't know, like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 13 different episodes, and it numbers them. So 99 is the number one. It says this is probably one of the best ones. Student loans, like literally puts pictures in here. It does AI stuff if you want, but it gives you little clips. So I'm just gonna clip on this one.
Scott, you know what it will do is there's a filter to chop out the ums and the filler words and the when I did a podcast with Scotty, it was like 3 minutes of ums. Can I just delete this here? And it's so cool, right?
Yeah. So this is, I just want to play it and then I'll show you how to edit the clip. So it literally split that video right out of there automatically. I haven't touched this yet. So here's the cool part. You can click on edit clip and it'll take you to where Mike said you can remove the ums and ahs and literally edit though. You can literally edit right here. Like you can literally take out words that you don't want or change the spelling of the word if it spells something wrong. Here's the whole timeline. You can extend the timeline if you want to. So if it's like, okay, I want a little bit more at the end, you can extend it. You can chop off the beginning if you want to. So, I mean, there's just all kinds of cool stuff you can do. And then it just automatically saves.
Show them how to post it though, Scott. Like, I think that's like the biggest aha moment is
I don't do what you do because
you can multi-platform post here.
Yeah. You can actually,
so I'll show you where to do it, man. Just real quick, just so we can show. We won't post, but just click on the video and then over here on the right, see where it says publish on social.
Yep.
Click on that. Yep. You link all your channels right here. So literally, you just go in and add account, and then bam, you can literally post on every single platform from right here.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
So so you chopped it up, and is it? So when I chop up my YouTube videos, it always shows my entire audience.
Okay. Great question. I was gonna show you that. So inside Zoom. So Zoom, let me just show you this so you guys know. There's a presenter link to download. Okay. Instead of the what's it called? Let's see, recordings. All right. So there is if I click on, let's just do this right here. So there's a speaker view and a gallery view. So what you want to do is download the speaker view, because what the speaker view is, it's only the person that's talking. Yeah, that's the only piece. So like if you download the gallery view, it's going to be everybody. It's going to be harder to separate. Opus has a harder time doing that because it's like so many people on the screen and trying to figure it out. So you want to download the speaker view and upload that into Opus.
Walk back through that real quick, Scotty. So you just went to Zoom.
Yep.
You scroll down on the left-hand side.
Recordings.
You found recordings and transcripts.
Yep.
Go ahead and click on that real quick.
Yep.
And then once he does that, it shows him all the videos that he's just done.
Mm-hmm.
He clicks on the one that he's interested in. And then he picks
speaker view,
the view that's going to be what he wants.
Gallery
and
view
you're
is
just pulling that down. You're downloading that, and then you're uploading that into Opus.
Correct.
Is that how you doing it?
Yep. Yep. So gallery view is everybody that's on the screen. The speaker view is just who's ever talking. Like I'm talking right now. So it would be me talking when Devin's talking. It would be just Devin. So it literally can see that and split that up. Cool. All right. Let's go. All right. So hosting. So let's see. Let's go back to this essential equipment. So I did a tech stack here. So I did some, and I'm going to put my headset in here, but down at the bottom of the link here, I did do, this is the camera that I have that I'm using right now. This is the one that Devin made me buy. So that's when I travel. It's a pretty cool camera. It's like a little tadpole.
Looks like a yo-yo.
Yeah. This is the mic that Travis Newton uses. It's like $25, and I put the links here too as well, so you guys can grab that. And then this is the headset I use for travel. It's got amazing noise canceling, so I can be sitting in an airport. You'd never know. You'd never hear one thing. It's unbelievable. And then I'll put the headset that I'm wearing right now. This is that's it. Yep, the tadpole. Yep. This is the board that we use for the noises. Like that's the board. There is a smaller version of this. It's like, I don't know, $400. I think this one's $700. If you're going to be doing, like, everybody has fun, right? When you come here,
you can connect to 4 different mics with this. So if you are doing something on site, you can have up to 4 mics connected to it. You get all the different sound effects. You can do record on the board. Yeah. So if you're going to be doing live, this is where it gets really, helpful, but it's not necessary.
Mm-hmm.
To be honest with you, though, Mike, let's talk about that real quick. Or I'm sorry, Scott.
Yeah.
Really, all you need is a microphone.
That's it.
That's all you need. A camera.
Yeah.
That's it.
$100.
And Zoom.
I mean, the mic I have is a $100 mic. I think you have a Shure. I think Zoom and a mic is all you need. 100%. The sound is everything. So as long as you can hear.
Started.
Yeah. Yep.
It's a good point, because I think that's what holds back a lot of people, Devin. So it's a really great point. Through my years coaching, I found that I think a lack of having the whole setup and studio and equipment prevents people from making content and starting a show like this. Yeah. And then also the editing capability. So something like Riverside and just having a good camera, right, is important. Yeah. Outside of that, you really don't need much to start landing interviews and appointments and growing your channel at all. For sure.
Well, and real quick, let's talk about that. So, Scotty, take them over to StreamYard real quick. I know you're streaming, but just show them.
Yeah.
Where to go? You got to pull it up right here.
There's right there. Okay.
So it's literally live streaming right now. So like, you're like, well, how do I get it on the platforms? Well, he's on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube right now. So literally when he went to start this recording, he just linked it by his social accounts are already linked. He just logged in and then just went live, right? So this gets it on all those channels real time.
Here's the channels right here.
Do you use Transistor for the podcast? Anybody here use Transistor?
No,
I don't.
Okay. So Transistor will get you on all the different podcast networks.
Yeah.
So literally once you've got your audio, you just take that over to Transistor and you can launch that on all your different podcast networks, including YouTube, real time.
That's cool.
Here's the other cool part about StreamYard that I love. If you're, once you get to the point where you're going to go live, is you can have banners. So you could, like, I always would put up their banner. So if I wanted to create a banner, can you guys see that?
No.
And you can't see my StreamYard? No?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Yeah.
So what I would do is I would say, hey, what's your handle? Like, where do you hang out the most? And they'd say LinkedIn. Okay. So then I would do, then I would put their LinkedIn in there. This is the right one. Let me see. It's in. You got to do the stupid in. Whoops. All right. So if I add banner, now I can do a scrolling banner. So like it shows up as my LinkedIn. Or if I want to hide it and then I want to edit it and have it scrolling, I can do this. This is pretty cool too. So I can have it scrolling. So there's like something going on across the screen as you're going live on StreamYard. So Devin and I, every time we do this, we go live. Now here's the crazy part about StreamYard. StreamYard actually does AI stuff as well. So Let me see if I can get there with being live on StreamYard. So StreamYard does the AI breakouts like Opus does. So you have so it records everything. So it's recording right now. But if I think it was the one, let me see. I think it was, I can't remember which one I did. Probably not this one. Right down here, AI clips. So AI clips right here, ready to generate. So if you click generate, it'll automatically create those clips like Opus does. It's not as good as Opus, I will say, but it gives you clips if you just have StreamYard.
That's why I use StreamYard plus
too.
Opus plus
Yep.
Transistor. Like
Yep.
those are the 3 programs that I use.
Yep. Cool. All right. So let me just get back to here just to cover everything. So one of the things that I did, I was going to show you guys, I have a person in Fiverr. So Fiverr, Fiberr, it's right here, that creates videos for me. So I had him create, I had him take it because I'm not great at Devin probably could do this all day and twice on Sundays, but I take the video and I send it to him when I get like testimonials or something special or whatever. He literally pulls it out. Hear the noise? So he does all this stuff for me. Fancy it up a little bit. And it goes, he takes each person, talked about Devin and Kiva. So that's another, that's why I put that in here, is it actually, Fiverr is, if you think it, they do it. So if you want to take any video, any recording, you know, fancy it up, put pics in there, put, you know, like he was going through the Canva stuff. I don't know how he does that. I'm sure Devin can figure it out, but I'd rather be doing something else, selling, stay on the sales floor. So,
well, and real quick, man, just, you know, go back. Some people know what Fiverr is, some people don't, but basically just imagine hundreds of designers and like, you know, video tech nerds, right? And I'm a nerd, so I could say that, out there that are just ready to take your project and turn it into whatever you want. That's what Fiverr is. And they do it for next to nothing. If you notice, you see where it says from 20, from 70, from 70. So you get to pick the price point that you want to pay. Now, sometimes that does dictate the quality of what they produce.
Sure.
Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes the cheaper ones are actually just as good as the ones that are doing the more expensive work. And then you pay them that fee and they will edit whatever you want. And they'll do graphics for you, you name it. Like Fiverr is a great program. If you're trying to figure out how to build a brand and you don't have time to do it, you can hire these guys through Fiverr.
Yeah. So like, I would rather you make 10 more calls, 15 more calls, 20 more calls, and let someone else do this for you. This is if you want something special for your website. That a bunch of people are going to see, or you want to do something special for, you know, so that's where I come here to do that. Cause I just don't want to spend the time doing it. Cool. So that's Fiverr. I put that crafting your show description. So like, it's, you know, coming up with the name, Mike, what's the name of yours?
Real Estate Insider Show.
Real Estate. That's awesome, man. Real Estate Insider Show. And Devin, yours is
LOS Live.
LOS Live. I love it, dude. Love it. All right. Handling guests, scheduling and prep like work. So I always invite them to the calendar and I give them a Zoom link because I always do Zoom. I use Zoom on everything. Or if it's going to be StreamYard, I tell them I'm going to send them the StreamYard link because StreamYard requires you to create a link for the show. So I won't go through that, but it's pretty easy if you walk through it. And then where to host. Like I get this question a lot. Where do you host all your stuff? So if you go to youtube.com/MLOlive.com/YouTube, YouTube has a podcast section, but guys, let's face it, YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. So if you're going to put something somewhere and you want other people to see it, you want the most amount of people to see it. And I call it marketing equity. The more it stays, the more people that see it, the more people, like the more videos you do, the more recordings you do, the more podcasts you do. But then you can create a playlist. So the playlist are different things that you, like the MLO Live show is part of a playlist. So every video that I put up here, like the one today, will be here at the very top. So this link is the playlist. So you can have a link to your podcast playlist and just have people go there if you want to.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Cool.
And then if you go live, like I'm live through StreamYard right now, under the live tab, here's the one that we're doing right now, which is live. See how it says live right there?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool. All right. That's that. And then launch strategies build. Let's see, leveraging social media. So like he showed you how to use Open to use it. I like to pull here's the crazy part, guys. Chat GPT will actually listen to a short recording and spit content out for you. The other thing you could do that I'll share with you is really inexpensive if you want to go, all right, what do I say? How do I say it? How do I post it on social media for some content? Is oops, that was it. So let me just go rev.com is let's see, rev.com is a really cool way to pull out the transcripts of a recording that you did. So you upload the video, you upload anything you want that's recording, an hour long, 15-minute long, 2-minute long, whatever, and it'll spit out the transcripts. And then you can take the transcripts and put those into ChatGPT and say, come up with a really cool social media post for this transcript.
That's cool.
Right? And it's got an AI version, so it's really inexpensive. It's like pennies to do it. Cool. All right. Right at the top of the hour, my friends. Any questions? I'll stick around. Scotty Campbell, what's up, bud?
What's up, guys?
Scotty?
How you doing, man?
Am I unmuted? Yes, I am.
Yes, you are.
Go. Man, this was good stuff. What's up, Mikey boy? I will tell you guys, I love Riverside. I really love Riverside. It's freaking awesome. I've used it a lot. So big fan.
Love it.
Also, I got way too much technology because I'm like Devin. I'm a total. I got a freaking podcast set up at my desk, at my office. But the thing is, I like wasting money. So, it's just something I like. But you guys don't have to worry about that. Like, you can literally record them on your phone. Riverside lets you. So a buddy of mine that I do a bi-weekly live with, he does Riverside on his phone, and he sounds just as good as I do on my expensive mic. No joke. I'm not kidding.
Wow.
Yeah, that's cool.
Wow.
Man.
So, and then there's other people I get on with, and I'm like, okay, buy this mic on Amazon because you sound terrible. So, there's that. But
sound,
don't
mess
get
with
sucked
sound.
into the I gotta have the perfect equipment.
No.
Like literally just get your phone and get Zoom if that's all you have.
100%.
And start doing it.
Right.
Yep.
Exactly.
Dion, take care. All right, cool.
Show, guys.
Good. Thanks, man. Thanks so much. All right. Tomorrow, if you want to know how to create a prompt that does your marketing for you inside of Canva, oh my God, that's Devin. You know how he does. So he's going to bring it to us tomorrow hot and heavy. So I appreciate you, Devin. As always, Mike, thanks for being here, bud. Congratulations on taking action on your podcast, man. I know you're doing great. So
thank you, man.
All right, everybody. And Kim I think is coming back soon. So she'll be back in a couple weeks. Woo, woo. All right. What you got for us, Devin? I know you're looking.
Yeah, we can go with this one.
Exclusive. Uh-oh.